February is LGBT History Month. It's a time to educate and celebrate. And in Scotland, we have a pretty good reputation for our LGBTQI rights. Much better than the weather. It's always wet here. So when LGBT History Month asked me to make a video to celebrate, I thought I would take the opportunity to have a little humble brag and tell you about some of the amazing landmark moments in Scottish LGBT history. In 1812, James Barry graduates from Edinburgh University. He went on to become the first British surgeon to successfully perform a C-section where the mother and baby both lived. It's a fantastic achievement for the medical community, but what you might not know is after his death in 1865, it was discovered that James was assigned female at birth. Technically means that James is the UK's first known trans physician and helped mothers have babies. Go James. Up until 1980, it was still illegal to be gay in Scotland. After 1980, homosexuality was decriminalised and people who'd been in same-sex relationships were no longer targeted by the law for something as simple as having a same-sex lover. And it'd still be many years before they'd be able to legally get married. 1989, LGBT Youth Scotland, formerly known as the Stonewall Youth Project, is set up, operating out of Edinburgh. Today the organisation has offices in Edinburgh, Glasgow, Dumfries and Galloway and provide an invaluable safe space, resources, youth groups, support and advice for young LGBT people all over Scotland. In 1995, the Lesbian archive relocates from its premises to the Glasgow Women's Library, which today is still the only UK accredited museum dedicated to women's lives, histories and have a range of public events, programmes, a learning library and opportunities for women. Carol Ann Duffy, heard of her? Well, in 2009 she became the first woman, the first Scot and the first openly LGBT person to be nominated as the UK's Poet Laureate. Her poems address issues such as oppression, gender and violence in an accessible way which still makes them a hit with schools across the country. Her collections include Standing Female Nude, Telling Manhattan and Rapture, which was a winner of a T.S. Eliot Prize. So you know, just a couple of minor achievements right there. On your cell hen. In 2010, the UK government passes the Equality Act. Funnily enough, it's of 2010. This was massive for LGBT people in the UK as it brought about protections from discrimination based on the grounds of sexual orientation or gender identity. Remember how I told you in the lead up to the 80s it was still illegal to be gay? Well, on the 1st of January 2015 at a minute past midnight, Scotland celebrated its first same-sex marriages. This was massive because only 11 months early, in February 2014, the government had passed the Marriage and Civil Partnerships Act, which in its own right was another landmark moment for LGBT people in Scotland, but you know, let's go with the big one. It's crazy to think that before this point, couples could only enter into a civil partnership. Now, looking ahead to the future, in 2016 at an LGBT hustings event, Nicola Sturgeon said that she would be looking to extend the Gender Recognition Act to include people who identify out with the binary and look at non-binary protections, which is a welcome step forward in welcoming anyone of any gender identification. So for Scotland, we've had some great milestones, but these people do more than just make history. They make history by showing society that we are valued and can make a contribution. All LGBT people want is just equal right and equal opportunities. And as our history shows in Scotland, we've always been here and we will be here for years to come.